everybody. I just want to give you a really quick video about, I know there's some of you that are starting fogger mister bowls in bigger bowls, and I want to just go around and quickly show you what's inside of them and tell you a couple things I might have forgot to say. And in between all that, I'm going to show you a few things. I've moved the orchids that aren't in bloom. I've moved them outside, and the ones in spiker bloom are still in, including the ones since the end of December. How good is that? And I know we're all busy, but I just had to stop and visit with you, my YouTube friends. So I'll take you on a short tour, and hope you enjoy it. Okay, here we go. Now, this is my one and only species, and it is in spike. It's Val Memoria Valrete, so I've left it in the house, but we're going to take this apart one piece at a time. So on the top, it can be any dish that you put on the top if you want to hold the plant. So we'll take that one off. There, and then I have another one that dish was sitting on, and this is where the Mr. Fogger actually comes up to. Now, this one is an old, it was a tea light. I'll take the Mr. Fogger out. You're not supposed to touch that center piece where the mister comes from. So this is a tea light, but what I did, because you're going to find that it will actually work better and you get a depth of water better, is I heated it up quite a bit, took the glass off of the tea light it was on, and lowered the tea light so it was right at the bottom. And that's black silicone because it's what I had, and it seems to last a little stronger because you might find the water gets heated up, and with some, it will not hold as good. So look for a real heavy-duty aquarium silicone. So because your tea light is at the bottom, you're going to get a way better mister with more water, because the higher it sits, there we go. So, and also look for a bigger tea light hole. Some of the Mr. Fargos are a little bigger, but that one fits in there pretty good. So then you have your mist going, and the plate is what stops it. And if your mister is too high and you put your plate here, you won't get a mist because it needs a little bit of depth between to work really good. So over here we still have, since the end of December, in full bloom. No flowers have dropped off of the deep purple yet. And there's my little deep purple butterfly, and there is still something growing down here. This is my oldest Val, and I think it could be a basil keiki. So then this is one that just got repotted on the last video. It is fine. The leaves are fine. Everything looks good. It's watering today, tomorrow, so everything might look a little dry. And poor baby Moonglow, I put her back with her mom because I didn't think she was happy, and believe it or not, I see a big difference already. So until she gets roots, she stays with mom. And Moonglow, since November, she's finally losing. You can see she's lost a few flowers here. And in the back, in full sunlight, and I leave them there through the heat of the day, is my dendrobiums, which I am not professional on. It's something I'm learning. But what is that? Just a minute. What is that? I don't know. I don't know if it's a keiki, which I guess I'm supposed to pick off, or I'm actually going to get one flower because it's late for flowers. So, okay, that was that, mister, and in we go to the other room. Okay. Of course, this is just a fountain that I added some decorative bits to. Okay, this fountain here, we get right in here. This is just decorative, not necessary. You could sit a plant on top right there. So we'll take that off. I have run these all the time. From first thing in the morning till after dinner, they run and they are super. So in here, I have the chandeliers that were glued on a tea light. And I've also got them at the bottom, so I have lots of depth before it hits the saucer, because you want as much mist as you can. So this is your mist area, and if it's too low, it will not mist. It will just hit the saucer. So this is why we want as much depth as possible. So whatever you can find that holds a saucer and holds the strength, that will be what works. This was a punch bowl, and those were for chandelier plastic, just plastic lights that I put around a tea light. I already have, and I tried some that were shorter and they weren't as good, so try and use some longer ones, and then you got a real strong basis for your plant. So way back when, this one, it's still got some blooms. I cut off one spike, but still happy. And this is the one I saved. It almost died. It had gone down to 2 leaves. Now look, it's so worth it saving it. It's just beautiful. So yes, we're happy about that. And in the back, the slipper orchids, and this one here is getting a new leaf. There is a new leaf coming down there. That's all good news. This has been in bloom since the end of December. No sign of it not being. And this is one I just repotted last video. Seems good. And okay, now we'll go to the one at the kitchen sink. I haven't done my housework, so don't look too close. We got sidetracked. So, okay, let's take this one off. This is just a little frog planter, and these have been in here a surprisingly long time. And they're still doing good. So I sat that there, and you can change your saucers. This is my top saucer that hits the water, and because this one is shallower, it's in a tea light. I found that it's sitting at the bottom of the dish, because with these shallow ones that is very important. And this is just a lighted tea light, that mister that we found really cheap, and put it into this bowl, and we have lights at night, and it's beautiful. So this is the one I put in the fruit bowl. Look, look, look. No flowers dropped. You saw me doing it. And back here the same. We're fine. We did a whole bunch in one day and we're fine. So now we'll quickly go out to the patio. Okay. It's already hot out here. I'm going to tell you, it's 87, because if I was to show you up, this is all a glass roof. And we're glassed in, but we have screens that we open. So I have a fan going over here. And here's the misters. Now how this is set up, these ones, is I have one button over here that I'm going to push off and on. At night, off. The road cone is out here. It's hot. They seem to like coming outside for the summer. I don't have to worry about squirrels eating them, which I might have to. This one has one little leaf almost ready to come, but lots of new root growth happening. And in the back, our upside down lampshade. So they're all moved out here. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Okay, so off comes the plant. here's my top plate, and I find all these at thrift stores, and you can find ones of things very cheaply. Second plate that it sits on, and in here we have the chandelier hangers glued onto a tea light. So that is it. That's the big secret. And of course, a bowl with a 1/2 inch hole with a glass diamond bit drill that we've used for all these, and we have not replaced the bit. It is still doing good. So, and if you really can't drill a hole, there's no reason you couldn't hang it over the back. So just for those who can't. So we have lots of new leaves coming out here and in here. Yeah, so this is where they stay until October. So okay, and last but not least, a shorter bowl, a shorter Mr. Crystal chandelier. So whatever you find that's strong enough to hold a plant on the top, or whatever you put there, that's what you use. So hope that helps. And what else I should show you? All my pots are over dishes. So when I do my midweek water, I don't soak them. I just pour water over them. And it also adds more humidity. They're all standing on something that is over water, as you can see. So that really helps. Even below the road comb down here, I have some bowls holding. So this was just quick, and I hope that it helps you a little bit in your artistic endeavors. And wow, it is going to be hot again today. So anyway, winter's over and summer's here. So here we go. This is the backyard, and I won't take you out to the yard. Maybe another day. We'll see. Okay, bye for now.